cheerleader. I was also in sports. I was in gymnastics. I was in dance. I wasn't the prom queen. I didn't really go for that kind of stuff because I felt like you had to like kiss up to your teachers in order to be win the title like that, and I wasn't really about that kind of thing. But yeah, I was just definitely involved in cheerleading and sports and all that good fun stuff. I've been in entertainment all my life, so that was a way for me to feel like I was entertaining, dancing during basketball games or whatnot. No, I haven't got to meet Obama or his family yet. The only people close to him that I've met was his campaign manager very briefly, his chief speechwriter, and people that work for him in his campaign. I've met pretty much all those people except for him, and I fully understand. He's the president now. I don't expect him to take 5 minutes out of the day to speak to me or meet me, but I do hope that he likes our videos, and maybe one day I might get a little note from him saying, those were fun to watch, or just so I know that he got the joke. That would make me happy. But he was just such a cool guy to work with. He had such a great sense of humor, and I think we really hit it off on camera. We had a fake sitcom where we were sharing a desk in Washington, and I don't know, he just had a great sense of humor, and just the fact that he wanted to be a part of my videos, and he got the joke and wanted to be in on it and get a piece of it, I thought that was pretty cool. So that is a crazy question that people ask me. It's crazy, and right now I have to say no way, because I'm just so focused on all the other things that I want to do.
Such as?
Such as I have a jewelry line right now with my mom that I'm really pushing. It's called Inspired by Amber. I do have the design background.
Website?
InspiredByAmber.com. I have an album I'm working on. It's called Queen of the Web. I have a few songs on iTunes now. I'm going to really, really be working hard on that. I have a radio show, and then I'm still doing all this stuff with Barely Political and reading scripts and shooting commercials. So I have all these great things that I'm doing, and everything that I've wanted to do my entire life, I'm doing it now. So I'm so pumped, and I wouldn't want to change that right now. I'm just going to keep the way it is and keep pursuing my dreams. Pre-Obama Girl, I was doing a lot of hosting for Spike TV, beauty pageants like Miss Hawaiian Tropic, Miss This, Miss That, smaller commercials for deodorant, local commercials in the tri-state area, stuff like that. There was 3 music videos, not too many, 3 or 4. Talia, I did a video for Talia. I played her best friend, but you could barely see me or recognize me. I was blonde.
Really?
I was blonde at the time. John Popper. It was called Lap Dance. Actually, it was. It took place in a strip club, but I'm not naked or stripping for that matter. I'm just dancing. But it's a really catchy song. What else did I do? A bunch of stuff.
Back to songs. What are your beats like? Who does your remixes? Who do you want to do your remixes? Who's your producers like?
The producer I've been working on right now is Johnny Rozak, and I'm working with an independent label called Silver Curve Records. So he's a really good friend of mine, and we're kind of just taking it slow. It's just something that I really love to do. I love to sing, and I was given this opportunity, which is just great for me. So I'm really happy just to have some songs on iTunes right now. They're pop R&B. I have my first single's called Second Time. My second one's called Surrender, and then we have a remix for Second Time, and that's all we have out right now.
So you play any live dates, or would you play some live dates?
Yeah, we want to. We want to go to Obama, Japan first. I think that'd be really funny.
I hadn't thought about it. But is there a backlash? Do you find that people might not take you seriously as a musician?
No, you're absolutely right. The ironic and funny part about it is that doing this Obama Girl thing, I'm lip syncing the whole entire time. Leah Kaufman's the original singer. So it's 50% of the people think that I sing already. The other 50% know I'm lip syncing. So how are they going to take me seriously when they know I lip sync, when they're probably well, why didn't she sing on her own? Why is she lip syncing? But that was the whole part of this being political satire. It was funny, everything was already done. I came in to do the performance of it. And I knew that, what I was getting myself into. My true fans want to hear what I sound like and give me great feedback. So if they're the only people that listen to me, then that's fine. I'm okay with that. Madonna, I like the old SWV style, stuff like that. I listen to hardcore, I listen to rock and roll. I grew up listening to Zeppelin and the Doors with my dad, and listening to the Grateful Dead, and then I had my hardcore phase where I'd go to all these shows with my brother and be in the mosh pit and stuff. And then I like the cheesy pop music, the Britney Spears, all that good stuff. So I have a wide range of music that I like.
Growing
up in Hazelton, Pennsylvania I was born there and lived there most of my life. My dad was in the Army, so I moved around a little bit, but I guess I stayed in Pennsylvania most of the time. It's a great place to grow up. It was a great place to grow up. It was quiet. I was there surrounded by my family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, all that good stuff. But once I was in high school, like 13, 14 years old, I couldn't wait to get out. I knew I was coming to New York. I knew I had to be in the big city. And the day I got here, I was like, this is my city. I know exactly how I feel here. I love it here. This is where I need to be.
Dumbass question. Had you not become Obama Girl, where do you see your trajectory taking you?
Had I not become Obama Girl, I think the whole Obama Girl thing happened at the most perfect time for me. I felt like I was at a plateau in my career. I had done enough swimsuit modeling to last me a lifetime. You know, what more can I do?
It's hard. That? People don't realize that's real modeling. Like they think it's
absolutely. And I got to travel. That was a great experience for me. Like I traveled so much just doing that. So that was like amazing. I got to see like the world with doing stuff like that. But I felt like I was at a plateau. I was like, all right, what's next? I probably either would have really tried to push acting and either put myself back into acting like school, like almost like college, or maybe I would have really started heavy on the design stuff. I don't know. But now I'm doing all of it still. So that's pretty cool to me. When I was 3 years old, my mother started a jewelry line called Inspired by Amber.
Oh.
And I used to help her when I was 3. I used to be at the table with her as she's making and be picking out beads and be like, Mommy, mix these two. And so she named that after me. And she sold that to department stores for a while and then got sidetracked doing other things. My mom's an author and a vintage clothing store owner and jewelry.
Any websites, any books you want to mention?
She's written 15 books with Schiffer Publishing. The last one is called Jet Set Fashions of the 1960s and 70s. And it is about like designers like Emilio Pucci and Leonard of Paris, and I'm doing all the modeling in it. And she styled it, and it's all her collection.
Wow.
It's an amazing, amazing book. I love it. It's great for like designers. It's great for people that love to see textile prints, jewelry from this era, that era. She's done it all. She is like my biggest inspiration and has been my entire life. So I always knew me and her were like destined to do something together. Like she and I love the same thing. We inspire each other. So we decided to start the line of jewelry again and call it Inspired by Amber because I inspired her, she inspires me. And now we're doing it, and we're using a mix of contemporary with vintage. So, for instance, we'll have a beautiful necklace with 1960s chains, add 1920s glass beads, Czechoslovakian glass, plastic from the whatever, and we put it all together. And our designs are very, very beautiful. I'm very happy with them. So we're working on the website right now. It's not up, but it's going to be inspiredbyamber.com.
When you did lingerie, was that with a vintage look back as well? How does one sort of recreate? How do you approach lingerie and do something fresh besides just going vintage, which has its place as well? I mean,
yeah, it's funny because I have this conversation with my mom all the time. Everything that's been designed has been done already. Like, really has. All you could do is try and go back. How many years you feel like going back and add some sort of twist to it, some sort of modern twist to make it somewhat new, but everything has been done. It really has. There's only so many ways to make a brown underwear. There's one really great brand that I used to model for called Panache Lingerie, but they sell to like boutiques, I think. You can't really get a Panache bra in the store, but they were like one of the best bras that I've worn because they know how to make the bras small around, but make the cup size big enough for the person. Because like the number size of the bra is the width around,
sure.
And then the cup size is the whatever. But they did very good at that. I feel like I need to make like the perfect bra. All these ideas of what me and her want to do, but one thing that's difficult for us, it's not difficult, it's what we chose. We do everything handmade, one of a kind. So we're not manufacturing anything. Everything's done by our two hands and that's it. Everyone's going to have one-of-a-kind pieces. We want to make it special for someone to own a necklace and know that nobody else has that. That's what we want.
So don't you have an opportunity for all these Washington wives to have their one-of-a-kind? I actually think you've got a built-in clientele with celebrities who want their own kind of creation, no?
I know, yeah.
That's not one of yours, that earring?
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.